I carried both of these knives for 30 days. Same tasks, same conditions, same honest result. The Morakniv Companion is $15. The Kansbol is $50. The internet tells you the Kansbol is the obvious upgrade. After 30 days of side-by-side carry and testing, feather sticks, food prep, battening, hunting, fire starting, wet conditions, I found out the answer is more complicated than that. One of these knives surprised me. The other disappointed me in a specific way I did not expect going in. And the winner is not the one that the price difference suggests it should be. Here is what 30 days of actual use told me. Let's go. Point 1. Morakniv Companion. Point name. The $15 knife that outperformed its price tag every single day for 30 days. I want to start with something that gets lost in every companion review because reviewers feel obligated to manage expectations for a $15 knife. The Morakniv Companion outperformed knives costing 10 times as much on the specific tasks that outdoor people actually use a knife for most of the time. Not on paper, not in theory, in 30 days of daily carry and consistent field use. The Companion was the first knife I reached for because it was the knife that consistently did the job with less effort than alternatives at a fraction of the price. That is not budget knife praise. That is the accurate field result. The blade is 4.1 inches of 12C27 Sandvik stainless steel, the same Swedish alloy that Morakniv has been trusting for over half a century, and sight index equals 13.1. The thin 2.5mm blade stock and the acute 27-degree inclusive Scandi grind allow the Companion to effortlessly shave microscopic, curly ribbons of dry wood to create highly combustible tinder. It outperforms knives that cost 10 times as much in this specific metric. Sight in my feather stick sessions, that assessment was accurate. The Companion produced the thinnest, most consistent feather sticks of the two knives in this comparison. Thin enough to catch a cold spark immediately without a secondary attempt. The Scandi geometry guides the blade to the correct angle automatically, which is a specific property that makes the Companion one of the best teaching knives in the outdoor world. It is the right thing without you having to force it. Sight index equals 5.1. The Morakniv Companion almost immediately became the first knife we'd grab for just about anything around camp. It had one of our favorite grip shapes, with a rubber handle that nestled perfectly in any size hand. The blade was one of the sharpest right out of the box and sliced like a dream through tomatoes, onions, and whatever other veggies we put it up against. Sight, that camp cooking result matched mine exactly. The rubber handle, the ergonomic polymer grip that Morakniv has refined over decades of production, is one of the best handle materials for cold, wet hands at any price. During a wet afternoon, where both knives were dripping from river crossing, the Companion's rubber handle stayed completely secure through every subsequent cutting task. No adjustment, no hesitation, no grip concern. I spent 3 days fishing with the Companion as my primary processing knife, cleaning trout, scaling, filleting. The stainless 12C27 steel handled repeated contact with fish slime, water, and scales without showing corrosion. The thin blade geometry produced clean fillets with less wasted meat than the Kansbol's thicker profile allowed in the same task. And at the end of 3 fishing days, the edge came back in 90 seconds on a basic ceramic rod. Sight index equals 18.1. The Companion is not built for aggressive prying, heavy battening, or abuse heavy use /sight, but for the tasks it was actually built for, the maintenance requirement is essentially zero. The tang conversation is the one place I need to be direct, because it is the loudest criticism the Companion receives, and the most frequently overstated. Sight index equals 13.1. In the online survival community, there's a vocal, highly dogmatic obsession with full tang knives. The Morakniv Companion does not have a full tang. It features a partial rat tail or stick tang. Critics loudly claim this is a fatal structural weakness. Reality and millions of users dictate otherwise. Unless you're recklessly using the knife as a crowbar to pry open heavy wooden crates or violently battening the handle itself with a rock, the tang will absolutely not fail during normal wilderness tasks. The injection molding process surrounds the steel so tightly that the handle acts as a highly effective shock absorber. Sight, I battened the Companion through pine and birch sections for 30 minutes across multiple sessions. The handle junction showed zero movement. Zero. The online community's certainty that the Companion will fail in battening is not matched by the physical evidence of 30 days of use. Site index equals 16:1. The Morakniv Companion is occasionally misrepresented as a survival knife or heavy-duty bushcraft blade. It is neither. It is a work knife, the kind that craftsmen in Sweden have used for generations to do precise, repetitive cutting tasks efficiently. Site, understanding that design intent is the key to understanding whether the Companion wins this comparison. For camping, fishing, hiking, beginner bushcraft, food preparation, fire starting from feather sticks, and the daily cutting tasks that make up 90% of what outdoor people actually use a knife for, the Companion performed at a level that the price tag should not allow. $15. 30 days. Never once did I wish I had a different knife for the tasks this knife was designed to handle. Point 2. Morakniv Kansbol. Point name. The knife that is two knives in one, and better than the Companion at exactly the tasks hunters need most. Site index equals 12:1. The Kansbol is essentially a hybrid. It takes the proven, rugged handle of the Garberg and mates it with a blade that is optimized for weight and slicing efficiency. The standout feature of the Kansbol is the blade geometry. The rear half of the knife is a traditional Scandi grind, giving you strength for wood notches or heavier tasks. Toward the tip, the blade thins out significantly. Site, that compound grind, Scandi at the base, transitioning to a flat grind at the tip, is the engineering decision that defines every meaningful performance difference between the Kansbol and the Companion, and understanding it explains exactly why each knife wins in specific categories. Site index equals 6:1. The differential grind out front allows the Kansbol to do food prep and finer tasks that the regular blade shapes and grind start faltering at. The full flat grind at the tip cuts meat, fruit, and veggies way better than Scandi. Site, in my 30-day test, the Kansbol's compound grind produced noticeably cleaner results on food prep tasks that required precision at the tip, breaking down vegetables, slicing cheese, working inside a carcass during a deer field dress. Site index equals 8:1. The Kansbol is the only Scandi-style knife I've used that doesn't wedge and crack an apple in half. It actually slices it. Site, that specific result. Slicing an apple cleanly rather than wedging it apart demonstrates the practical difference the compound grind creates. The Companion's full Scandi grind is thicker behind the edge at the tip, which means it pushes through rather than slices through soft material. The Kansbol's flat ground tip eliminates that problem entirely. For hunting specifically, the Kansbol is the correct choice between these two knives without qualification. Site index equals 12:1. I put this knife through 5 years of skinning and butchering deer to see if the extra cost is justified. If you find the standard Mora Companion a bit too chunky for fine skinning, the Kansbol is the logical next step. Site, in my own field dressing session during the 30-day test, the Kansbol's thin-tip flat grind blade worked inside the carcass with precision and control that the Companion's thicker tip could not match. The ability to make controlled cuts in confined spaces without the blade wedging into the material is exactly what hunters need, and it is exactly what the Kansbol's compound grind provides. Site index equals 9:1. I am seeing that Mora is officially promoting battening with this knife on their site. There were moments when I did think, oh no, this blade is going to rip out of the handle. However, the Kansbol did not come close to giving up. I'm not afraid of battening with it. And apparently, it's not afraid of battening tasks either. Site, in my battening sessions, the Kansbol handled harder material than the Companion, medium hardwood sections that I would not attempt sustained battening with on the Companion, without handle movement or junction stress. The blade geometry, while not as thick as a Garberg, combined with the polyamide handle provides enough structural confidence for the kind of camp wood processing that weekend outdoor users regularly encounter. The handle is the one category where the Kansbol surprised me in a way I did not expect. Site index equals 8:1. The handle is a harder polyamide than the Companion. which feels more durable but less grippy when wet. /site in direct wet condition testing. The polyamide handle was measurably less secure than the Companion's rubber grip during the first 30 seconds of wet carry, and while it never became dangerous, the difference was consistent and noticeable across multiple wet sessions. Hunters and outdoor users who regularly work with wet hands should factor this into their decision. Site index equals 19:1. The Kansbol represents the perfect compromise between a bushcraft knife and a hiking knife. Lightweight, sharp, and easy to maintain, it embodies the Scandinavian philosophy of less is more. /site at $50, 3 times the Companion's price. The Kansbol earns its premium specifically for buyers who hunt, need fine-tip precision for food prep, or want a single knife that transitions cleanly between coarser camp tasks and the precision work that the Companion's full Scandi grind begins to struggle with. For everyone else, the hiker, the camper, the beginner bushcrafter, the $15 Companion outperforms its price so dramatically that the Kansbol's additional cost does not buy enough additional performance to justify the difference. 30 days, 2 knives, 1 honest answer. The Companion won this test, and it is not as close as the price difference suggests it should be. For camping, hiking, fishing, fire starting, feather sticks, and general outdoor daily tasks, the $15 Companion outperformed the $50 Kansbol on almost every metric that matters to most outdoor buyers. Buy the Companion. Use the $35 difference on something else. The Kansbol wins for one specific buyer, the hunter. If you field dress and skin game regularly, the compound grind at the tip gives you precision inside a carcass that the Companion's full Scandi geometry genuinely cannot match. For that buyer, $50 is the correct price to pay, both linked in the description. Hit like if the results surprised you. Subscribe for more honest Morakniv comparisons. Kansbol versus Garberg is next. Drop a comment. Which Mora are you carrying? Stay sharp.